Minecraft has a lot of secrets that people never knew. Secret buttons that let you do extra things in the game, secret languages that Minecraft invented. We will be counting down some of Minecraft's rarest secrets, starting with the secret button menu. In Snapshot 13W36A for Java Edition 1.7.2, Dinnerbone added a super secret settings button. Imagine that you open Minecraft, load up your favorite world, and happen to stumble across this super secret menu. Not knowing what the heck it is, you would click it. But beware, clicking it would blare a random game sound with a lower pitch and change the shader of the screen. For the rest of the time until you rebooted, you'd have to play the game like this. However, these effects would not necessarily work on computers without a graphics card that supported OpenGL2. So because of this, Mojang ended up retiring. You can still access this, but it was removed in Snapshot 15W31A for 1.9. But did you know that there are a lot of video game references in Minecraft? You've probably seen the splash text in Minecraft that says also try Terraria, but you probably didn't know that this was added because of the Wither. When the Wither was originally being created, Minecraft devs decided to create the Wither spawn similar to that of bosses in Terraria. In Terraria, spawning a box would cause a charge up, and to summon a boss in Terraria, you'd have to collect various items to craft it. So the Minecraft devs made it so that you'd have to craft the spawn of the Wither. But there are a few other video game references in the game as well. You have probably seen the fan-made Pokemon game Pixelmon, but did you know there's actually an official Minecraft reference made by the devs in the game? In the first generation of Pokemon, there was a chance to encounter a Pokemon that wouldn't register. This created the infamous glitch known as missing number 1. Mojang wanted to implement this into their game, so they decided to add a way you could do this. In the game, every item that you can craft has a set of data determined. Similar to how the enchant data works, pickaxes have its own data based on what it can mine. As you should already know, wood pickaxes cannot mine iron ore and get drops. This is because of how Minecraft treats pickaxe data. There is a way to make a stone pickaxe mine diamond. Using the command /give, you can give yourself a pickaxe with the ability to mine diamond by altering the NPT data of the pickaxe and adding the mineable blocks as diamond through its block ID. Because of this factor, you can /give yourself a pickaxe that can mine blocks that aren't even in the game. For example, if I were to type /give and my username and then type in NPT data and set the mineable blocks to a block number that doesn't exist, it will then display its NPT data as handbrake missing number. And this is just like missing number 1 from Pokemon. However, there are things you can find in the game that aren't as hard to get. For example, in the game Age of Empires, there was a unit that could turn enemy units into its own color. Mojang slipped a variant of this into their game. If an evoker sees a blue sheep, it will turn it into a red sheep, uttering the word wololo. This is an exact reference to Age of Empires. To top this off, the sound used for this is specifically sourced from the 1999 title Age of Empires 2: Age of Kings. And these are pretty cool, but some of the secrets in this video are so insane you never would have guessed them. One of these facts is the original Minecraft textures. Minecraft's textures were the same way for many years. This was until Mojang decided to retexture everything in the game during the 1.14 update. This added newer, higher res textures for everything in Minecraft. And because of this, there are a lot of Easter eggs hidden in Minecraft's textures. But you wouldn't know it by just looking at it. In Minecraft's file system, there are a lot of different textures. Some of them actually have signatures from the creators, like the texture for the zombie pigment. Originally invented by McLee and designed by the texture creator Zoophobia, Notch added the words "Thanks, Zoophobia" in the files of the zombie pigment's texture. And this is the same case for the other mobs like the Guardian. Jeb's name is in the texture for it. The only way to know this, however, is if you open your Minecraft folder and look at the textures found in the jar files. But did you know there are texture Easter eggs? Almost every texture in Minecraft looks completely different, but Mojang actually reused a lot of textures. For example, when the first release of the Creeper was revealed, it was shown to have a very pixelated layout, similar to the leaves. This is because it was actually the leaves texture. It was literally retextured into the creeper. Another texture that was used for repurposing was the arrow. Even though the arrow is extremely small, there are a lot of different layers of textures on it. Part of this texture was actually reused in the leash knot that's created when you tie a death to a fence, as well as banners being hidden in the shield texture. Because you can craft banners into shields, there's always a default banner texture hidden in the base shield. And the stripe, which was added in 1.10, wears a cloak. This cloak was actually created by using the chainmail texture as a base. Because of this, the cloak file actually still has the chainmail parts drawn in on parts that aren't utilized by the game. Another secret that not many people know is that Mojang created a way to spawn mobs that can't be obtained normally. During October 31st, mobs have a chance to spawn with pumpkins on their heads. Because of how spawns can work, these mobs can be extremely rare. There's a mob so rare that the chance of spawning it is 1 in 783 trillion. This isn't even to account for the fact that it needs to spawn on October 31st, as well as many other mobs that can spawn with pumpkins on their head. If you capture these mobs, you can get some unique and rare mobs for your world. But did you know on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, Mojang added a more advanced way to build in creative mode? Because there were a lot of players asking for better ways to build, there was actually a way to build that wasn't added in other versions. Whether it involves altering the terrain, introducing structures, or tweaking game rules, Bedrock Edition introduced an exciting addition known as Editor Mode. This lets you completely alter everything in your world without actually having to do it in creative. But this was only a small feature of the new stuff that was added. Years ago, there was a version of Minecraft released as a joke. This version of Minecraft was branded as Minecraft 2 and featured some of the most bizarre features Minecraft ever had. Damn, man. Some of these features were so outlandish that they were quickly removed after. Imagine mining a bunch of coal, crafting a coal block, placing it down, only for it to talk to you.
Hello there.
Well, that's one of the things Minecraft added. There were a few other things like redstone bugs, similar to the silverfish, and even a pink wither. But did you know there are items so rare you can't even get them anymore? For the occasion of 10 years of Minecraft's release on May 17, 2019, if you crafted a cake and placed it down, the cake had a big 10 placed like candles, and the only splash text that appeared was turning 10 years old. This was reverted to the way it was before on May 20th, 2019, and is unable to be seen again ever, even if you go back to 1.14.2 pre-2 and change the time to the device, meaning this event only happened once in the history of Minecraft, and no matter how hard you try to recreate it, you'll never be able to. Unlike this feature, which lets you wear items in the game. Several items when worn on the head using /item replace have unique placements. You can wear these items like cosmetics, and it makes for some funny gear. If you use an end rod, it is placed on your head like a unicorn horn, and it's the same with the spyglass, but you lose the ability to use it, while the lightning rod sits at the side like a snorkel. What makes this even funnier is that you can wear more than just blocks and items. If you wear a fish, it kind of looks like an ear and mic piece, while banners display similar to how pillager captains wear them, or even fence gates, which are worn like glasses. And if you get bones and wear them, they are held in the mouth like a dog, while leads go around the eye like a monocle, and feathers stick up out of the back of the head. These are all cosmetics you can't obtain normally, but it's a pretty cool secret feature. But did you know, in the old Legacy Console edition of Minecraft Tutorial 12 to Tutorial 13 Tutorial World, there's a sandstone pyramid. In this pyramid, there are multiple floors. However, on the top floor of the sandstone pyramid, there are 4 blocks of gold and a block of obsidian. This is called the Tower of Pimps. Funny name. It was created by Gavin Free in the Achievement Hunter video, Let's Play Minecraft Part 2 on a Rail, and has become a symbol of the group's Let's Play Minecraft series, mainly as a trophy of their competitions in their Achievement City world with an Xbox 360 edition and Java edition. Speaking of console and Bedrock editions, did you know there are secret tricks you can use on Bedrock? You can actually name boats too. When anvils were first introduced, it added a unique way to give names to items. However, the only way to name entities was to get a name tag, and name the entity with a custom name on the name tag. But on Bedrock, if you were to name the boat and place it, because it counts as an entity, you can let it keep its name without name tags. This makes it a lot cheaper to make. And another cool secret is that you can actually use the crafting grid as inventory space. If you turn touchscreen mode on, it lets you put items in your crafting grid using the numbers on your keyboard. You don't even need a touchscreen device either. This way you can easily add more items to your inventory. Next, you probably didn't know that there are secret languages in Minecraft. No, I'm not talking about enchanted table languages. You can change the language in your game settings, and there are multiple different joke languages. Some of these options are Pirate Speak, Lolcat, Shakespearean English, English, which is puristic English, and I don't know what that says. Next, did you know that there was a hinted camel Easter egg? As you may already know, there are a lot of different Easter eggs in the game that let you do various different things. Like naming a mob dinner bone makes the mob go upside down. And that you can also get a rainbow sheep like this. There are numerous Reddit posts about it, all speculating what the camel was. Some tried adding a name tag to camels and trying different names of developers and tried various other things. But so far, no one's been able to find it. And if you happen to find the camel Easter egg, you should comment it down below because you just found a rare secret. Oh, and while you're at it, make sure you subscribe. Did you know there's a feature in Minecraft only available to one player? That player is Deadmau5, or Deadmau5. But it's not the way you think. When Minecraft capes were first invented, a cape was given out to one player, and one player only, for inventing the zombie pigman. However, it was later revoked because of how angry all the players were. Unfortunately, this player never got his cape back, and instead, it was released publicly. At the same time, capes were released. Notch also added ears for Deadmau5, or Deadmau5. I'm just gonna call him Deadmau5. The ears are vanity items that are worn in addition to the player's skin. With the texture contained within Deadmau5's skin, the best part about this is that Deadmau5 cannot disable his own ears. The ears are set to show up based on his username, rather than the UUID of the player, meaning that if Deadmau5 were to change his username, he would not keep his ears. Instead, someone else would probably get them. The ears were created as a translucent part of his skin, which was automatically converted into a black color. His name tag is also programmed to render 10 pixels higher to be above the ears. Imagine if we all got our own custom vanity items when the capes were made. That'd be pretty cool. Speaking of capes, there is a way to print secret messages onto them. If you have a cape, normally only the front, sides, and bottom are shown. But if you catch the angle right, you can see under the cape. Because of this, a lot of players decided to make secret messages hidden under their cape. For example, the translator cape has a big pink T on the other side, while the Chinese translator cape actually has the Chinese flag on it. And a player by the name of Cheap Shot with a 0 has a small Japanese flag on his. These capes are already rare because they were given out as a gift for helping translate. With the special markings and various different features, these are a lot more rare. But the most rare cape of all of these is the Million Customer Cape. It was only given out to one person, and that was the 1 millionth player who purchased Minecraft. The cape actually has a special design on the other side too, which is honestly pretty cool. It's kind of similar to the birthday cape, which has a small star on the underside. And if these secrets were really cool, make sure you subscribe. We'll be showcasing a lot more interesting cool facts to know in the future. We even showcase some tutorials and things all the time. So if you haven't already, click the video on screen now. I promise we won't disappoint. Bye!